And welcome, my disturbers, and welcome to the new show. Yes, on YouTube I am most known these days for my Disney villain defeats. I made 9 of them and those are my most watched videos. But because I already made 9 of them, the defeats are getting fewer and fewer and gets more and more difficult to make another one. Of course, in the future there will be another one, just relax. But I was thinking, how could I entertain you even more with Disney villain defeats? Then the idea came in my mind. I can review them, of course. Disney villain reviews. Or as I like to call it, Disney villain fates. What happened with the villains? How went their lives on when they were after they were defeated? You will see my guesses what happened to them, and if they died, how horrible did they die? Did they suffer much, or were they bam dead? This and all you will see in this new series, Disney Villain Fates. And let's once again start with the first Disney movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is an interesting movie to begin with, because of most of the villains, their fates are unknown. The only one which fate is certain is of the evil/wicked Queen. Yes, Queen Grimhild hasn't a nice death. Firstly, she is not hit by the lightning, but being that close to lightning isn't healthy. Then she falls off a cliff, that boulder falls on top of her, and then she's eaten. Yes, you heard that right, she's eaten. The last picture we see after she falls is the vultures circling slowly to her body, which is unseen, but we all know what vultures do, right? They eat her. But now to show how gruesome her death really was, we have a special guest today. Let's all put your hands together for Death. Hello. So, Death, tell me, how horrible exactly was the Queen's death?
Well, the day that she died, I was a little bit busy. So, when I finally got there to get her soul, it wasn't a pretty sight. Firstly, when you fall off a great height, it doesn't really look that nice. But secondly, when you are crushed by a rock, it only gets worse and worse. I've seen all these things already, because, I'm dead. But it gets worse even. The parts that were sticking out from under the boulder, those few arms and legs, they were already being eaten by the vultures. So there were nasty humps of flesh and bone. And then there was a slight burning smell. All by all, it wasn't a pretty sight.
Well, thank you for your story, Death. But look, one more thing. Didn't we spend an entire episode of the film Disturber, how it then was called, explaining that you weren't a skeleton and just a human, and that it was all a myth, and now you're a skeleton again? How?
I changed.
Change! I told you there would be much of it. Okay then.
Bye.
No, weird things go on here. Well, goodbye. Let's look at the rest. We never know what happens with the huntsman after that scene with Snow White. But you would think that the Queen wouldn't be very happy to hear that the huntsman betrayed her. So, was he executed by her? Or did he escape or flee? Well, my guess is that he indeed escaped death. How do you think I come up with this idea? Well, as she gets the news of the magic mirror that it's the...
Is the heart of a pig.
Yeah. I'm doing the review, alright? She immediately goes to a cellar, to the dungeons, and changes herself into the hag. Don't believe me? Think there might be a scene in between that where she actually executed him? Well, no, she's still holding the box when she enters the dungeon. And then she throws it away, so it wasn't useful or something. She was still holding it because she held it when she heard the news. So, and she never goes back to the castle, so he probably lived. Maybe he now lives with Snow White and the prince in their castle. Then there is the Queen's Raven. You know, that raven you only see in that dungeon. Yeah, his fate is also unknown. There are two things that could have happened. A, he starved to death because he wasn't fed anymore because the Queen was the only one that knew about that dungeon. And so yeah. Nobody fed him again? Or B, he found a way out, just like the Queen took a boat out of her dungeon, which I still think is weird. But he can fly, so he probably flew out, and I'm thinking that it's probably the last one. So the raven is now a random raven in the wild. So don't worry about him. He's good. And finally, the magic mirror. What not many people may know is that the magic mirror was actually a ghost or a spirit trapped inside the mirror. Some say that when the Queen died, he finally was freed from the mirror, and he now lives in the spirit world or something. Some say when the Queen died, the mirror broke, and he died too. And some say, well, when the Queen died, nothing with the mirror happened, and the spirit is still stuck in there. Nobody knows. Until today, I have found out where that castle is. I know where the dungeon is, because I watched the movie. And I will look for that mirror. Look for proof if he's still there. And if he's still there, then I have a magic mirror at my command. Think of all the power I could have. So, let's look. Ah, there he is. Finally, I have guests again. Now, mirror, oh mirror on the wall, who is the best reviewer of them all? Not you. What? There are many reviewers on the internet. So many, you are not even close to be the best. So you don't have anything positive about me to say? Right now, I have nothing positive to say about you. But maybe in the future I will... Ah, that's what I wanted to hear. Well, my disturbers, those were the fates of the Disney Villain Reviews. And remember, my reviewing days may be young, but there's a great big future just around the corner. Till next time. Wait, I have another vision. Some of you might want to watch more videos on this channel in the future. Some of you may even like this video, and maybe some of you will even subscribe. That was it all. Mirror out.